Welcome to PrizePicks on 5, powered by Big Picks Energy.
Welcome on into another episode of PrizePicks on 5. My name is Eric Wiedeke. I am hosting today along with my guys, Tony. You can follow him at Mejia Dinero. And you heard the intro, the man himself, Big Picks Energy. Caesar, you can follow him at Big Picks Energy. How you guys doing?
Feeling great, my brother. Ready to make some flow with these picks today.
Yeah, it's a weird week 16. I hate the ones, but like the fours, and we'll see if we can get all this to come together.
That's the goal every week. So let's get into it right away. Dolphins, Bengals, 1 p.m. Neither team really playing for much, but it is the Quinn Ewers era getting underway for Miami. Any picks in this game for either of you guys? Let's go with Caesar first.
Okay, I gotta. First of all, I like to say my caveat when making these picks. I'm staying away. I mean, we spoke about this a little bit pre-show. I'm staying away from any passing plays. The big question mark is the new quarterback, a rookie quarterback making his first start. I'm staying away from any of that. I think there are some good offensive plays that we can make, but I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to go with the Bengals. Okay, Tanner Hudson, tight end for the Bengals, over 7.5 receiving yards. 7 straight games he's hit the more, is what I should say. More than 7.5 receiving yards. 7 straight games. And also, a little known fact, versus tight ends, Dolphins receiving yards allowed, bottom of the NFL when it comes to tight ends. Okay, so Tanner Hudson, all he needs is 1 reception. Okay, he's had at least 2 targets or more in his last 5 games. All he needs is 1 reception to hit the more 7.5 receiving yards.
Tony, what do you like in Dolphins Bengals?
I threw Achane scoring a touchdown in my foursome, I believe. So we're going to go with him and hope Ollie Gordon doesn't steal one. I do think this is going to be a run-heavy approach. We'll see if there are showers that are forecast to be 50-50, and obviously it's Miami, so we shall see. But it looks like there will be periods of rain, so I expect a run-heavy approach from the Dolphins.
Definitely, and we mentioned Devon Achane a little bit. I'm going to go right back to him with my play. Taking more on the longest rush at 18.5 yards. He's hit this number 4 out of the last 5 games. Cincinnati has allowed a rush of 19 or more in 8 out of their last 10 games. If anybody does do that for Miami, it's going to be Achane today. I like that number for Devon Achane. Caesar, looking at the rest of the slate, what is one of your other favorite plays?
So look, man, I'm looking for value all over. This name that I'm gonna hit you with, it's not a popular name, but the play is there on PrizePicks. It's Tre'Veon Williams, backup running back for the Cleveland Browns, to get less than 6.5 receiving yards. I'm gonna tell you right now, he's never in his career hit more than 6.5 receiving yards. So I'm banking on consistency here, okay? Less than 6.5 receiving yards for the backup running back of the Cleveland Browns, Tre'Veon Williams. Christian Judkins is still playing. He's still the starter. So this guy is a backup. Less than 6.5 receiving yards.
Tony, anything else general NFL that you really like today?
Well, I like R.J. Harvey repping UCF and having a big game for the Broncos. I think this Dallas Chargers game will feature points. So I'm going to go with Jake Ferguson to score a touchdown. Obviously, in the red zone, you think CeeDee Lamb, who's going to play, and George Pickens. But Ferguson, security blanket for Dak. So hopefully he finds the end zone. He's in my foursome there. But and Jameson Williams taking advantage of that slow Steelers secondary. So give me touchdowns for all in those games.
Touchdowns all around. For some of my plays for the general NFL slate, I've been talking about this guy the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm going to keep talking about him until something changes. Jacoby Brissett completions. Arizona's game plan is pass some more. As long as the volume is there, and I think that it will continue to be versus Atlanta, I'm going more on Jacoby Brissett completions until they catch up with it. And then for my other favorite play is going to be more on Keenan Allen receiving yards at 37.5. Hasn't hit the number in 4 out of 5, but this is a Dallas defense that allows the 5th most receiving yards per game to opposing wide receivers. Justin Herbert is going to have a big game, and if he has a big game, Keenan Allen's going to have a big game. So I like that number there. Caesar, bring us home your final favorite play of the day.
Look, I got another pick, another not too known name, Mason Tipton, receiver for the Saints, less than 23.5 yards. And again, like my other play, this guy has never hit more in his whole career than 23.5 receiving yards. So I gave you 2 guys who have not hit the mark ever. We cannot be so unlucky that they're going to do it today, all right? We're going with Mason Tipton, less than 23.5 receiving yards.
If both hit, we'll just
there's a lot of really.
I'm just going to Australia or something and just disappearing.
Well, there you have it, guys. Those are some of our favorite picks for today's NFL slate. Remember, use promo code 5FIVE for $50 in bonus lineups. Erase whatever promo code that you see there generically and just put in FIVE. Thanks, guys, and good luck in these NFL games.
Best of luck, guys.
See y'all.
Thanks for watching to PrizePicks on 5. Powered by Big Picks Energy.